on, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Journey to the Darkside. I'm Daniel.
I'm Simon.
And Simon, my man.
I'm not watching this, man. I'm not doing this.
Oh, man. I'm going to love this review thing, because I'm not going to lie. We're going to be different on this whole thing. What is the event that we're looking at today?
Oh, WWF In Your House 12. It's time.
It's time.
Not even on the card. Anyways,
No.
It was supposed to be, apparently, and then, yeah.
They built this whole thing around him, and then they shifted gears after, apparently he didn't get up after a flying elbow drop or whatever. Michael's called him a fat piece of shit.
So that
stomped him.
They can drop him from the card, completely change the card, but they can't change the name.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to promotional material out. It's too late. I really wish he was actually on the poster. He was just like, yeah! And they're like, not on the card. Not even featured. Because they did that with WrestleMania 12, Razor Ramon's on the cover, and it was right before he got suspended, and he wasn't even on the show.
Shit.
But it's like, he was going to fight Goldust. This is before they brought in Piper, and it's just like, yep, he was one of the featured players, and not even there, so I was like, perfect.
Anyways, this was December the 15th, 1996. West Palm Beach, Florida, from the West Palm Beach Auditorium.
The West, that's history at the...
Yeah. Sharpshooter versus Powerbomb.
Yes!
We'll get there in a second. That's your main event. I'm going out of order now.
Yeah, Hart versus Sid, main event, which is actually a pretty damn good main event, actually.
It is time for you to redeem yourself.
Man, I've been
come on.
Brutally dropping these. All right, West Palm Beach.
The West Palm Beach, the world famous West Palm Beach Auditorium.
12,000.
Man, damn it, dude.
Overshot it again, didn't I? How much?
5,000.
What? Oh my God!
Finally, business is down, Daniel. I've been telling you.
For months. For months now it's been down, and now it's finally catching up. 5,000. Damn it. All right, 5,000 people. And like you said, our main event, world title match. It was.
This is a 6,000 capacity arena, so they almost sold
out.
Yeah, so it's a small venue.
You know, I feel like I'd be doing it if I was running like indie shows. I'd be going to like these gymnasiums, like, capacity's 200. Like, we sold out, guys. We were selling out every fucking night, near sellouts. Look at the footage. There's like no one there. It's like fucking sold it out. But the match we're looking at, it is the Armageddon match.
Armageddon's part of this shit.
Oh, you better believe it. Executioner, Paul Bearer in his corner, go up against the Undertaker. Now, actually, a couple weeks ago,
did you?
What the final cut match was, and or final curtain match was.
Ah, yes. It's not this match.
It's not this match. What is an Armageddon rules match?
Okay, guys, check this out. In Armageddon, if you quit blowing your COVID,
quit getting all that COVID everywhere, that COVID, getting that COVID everywhere. Go ahead.
An Armageddon match, ladies and gentlemen, is a last man standing match, but you have to pin your opponent first. That's it.
That's it.
Damn it, I got it this time.
You got it. Okay, so here's my defense of that. Before, and really I gotta say, Rock and Mankind, if I'm wrong, please correct me.
Yeah, they will.
I think Rock and Mankind was the first people to kind of use what we know as the modern day last man standing rules. Of just beat your opponent down, can't enter 10 count, he's done. Before that, though, I noticed that as watching these old matches, like the Halloween Havoc, Cactus Jack versus Vader match, it was a Texas Death match, but it employed the last man standing rules.
Okay.
And it actually employed this, where you had to pin a guy. Now, this falls count anywhere, but you had to pin the guy, and then it was a 10 count thing. Which, maybe back then that seemed more, and once again, I don't follow, like, West Texas rules, or Terry Funk and his whole thing. So that may have been the actual. That could be just standard. That is how it goes in the old days.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm a modern guy, and so whenever I watch these old matches, I'm like, Another example is if you go to WrestleMania 10, Crush versus Macho Man is a false count anywhere match. Now to you or me, a false count or anywhere match is kind of like a hardcore match. You just fight anywhere. If I pin you in the bathroom, match is over.
Yeah.
Not in that match. In that match, it was you pinning. And then he had 60 secones to get back to the ring?
Holy shit.
And there's the whole thing, and it's so weird. And so, yes.
That sounds stupid.
It was too. I mean, as a kid, I loved it. That's a match where we talked about where it's like, when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, and then as an adult, you're like, why? It is what it is. And I'm like, why are you pinning in the ring? Then is the match just over then automatically? Like, who knows? Doesn't matter, I guess. We never got that far. Luckily, as time goes on, like a coffin match, same thing. They had a coffin match. Had to drive every goddamn nail into the thing. We finally got rid of that shit and just said, no, close the goddamn lid, we're over. And I feel like,
even if you break it.
Exactly. Even if it breaks, we don't even worry about that. We're gonna lot shit. Just shut it. I feel like the last man standing match kind of took everything. The Texas Death match, these falls count anywhere, whatever, and this Armageddon rules match, and they just kind of smoothed it out, took what worked, left what didn't.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in this match, we're gonna have to deal with these Armageddon rules, which isn't.
Another favorite of mine to play on the video games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. When I'm doing the 3 stages of hell, I will usually throw in a submission match, a last man standing match, and we end the motherfucker with a Hell in a Cell because we just keep escalating that shit. But
three stages of hell has to end in the cell. Right?
Exactly, has to end in the cell.
In hell,
has to. I will usually throw one of the matches too to make sure we get to that Hell in a Cell. Like I will usually kill the computer on the submission, make him tap out, but the next one I'm like, fuck it, beat me down. Okay, oh you beat me. I ain't getting up to count 10. Anyway, so. Armageddon rules match. So
I'm trying not to.
Once again, the rules here will state that, the build up here, as we've been saying, it just keeps leading into the next one. Executioner showed up and attacked Taker at the end. Past few matches actually, he showed up and interfered. So now it's time for these guys to kind of have their big blow off now.
It's another one of Undertaker's like, I gotta go deal with this guy.
And luckily he's within distance. Like he's inside the feud. It's not just a random fucking King Mabel or something like that. No, it's like, no, he's right there. He's part of the group I'm attacking. So, we get this match going right here. Executioner versus him. Now, when Executioner comes out, Mankind... Wait, did Mankind come out first or he come out later? I can't remember.
I think he came out later.
There's a big brawl starting off because Taker's actually whooping ass first. And then Mankind gets taken away early on. We have Executioner and Taker first.
That's right.
And then Mankind comes out, but that's when they come out with the straitjackets, and we had this weird intermission during the match. I'll say it right now, this match, very clunky, and I blame Terry Gordy. I'm sorry, Executioner.
Probably not in his prime.
No, and he definitely was. I think, and in fact, I want to say that I heard that even a couple years before this, he had a heart attack or a stroke, or he had something. Issues.
And he'd be dead
drug related
5 years later.
And so he was doing, I don't remember, I may be wrong, maybe it wasn't even a heart attack or stroke, but he had something that happened to him that really did put him down. And I want to say it was drug related, and they said he was just never the same after that, and unfortunately he came to WF during this time. I'm going to say he probably had a lot to do with Michael Hayes, because at this point Doc Hendricks is on the crew in the back, so I'm sure he helped out his Freebird buddy, but it didn't do much, and I didn't see any squash matches. I know it existed because during the highlight reel, they're talking about the Executioner, you're seeing him beat up some no-names, flapping around, but it's like, I didn't see those matches. I'm curious to see if those matches will hold up. Does the jobbers do their job and fly around the ring, or is he awkwardly trying to position them and move around them and everything else?
What about that fucking axe?
Brings the axe down, like, are you going to use this thing? Like, he's still like, fuck it. At one point, like, some kid grabs the axe handle and tries to pull it from him, and he just has to, like, look at him, and then, I fucking hate that. He goes back inside there. He had this huge axe. I remember during this time, because he had a good 2-month run. And I'm being generous by saying that. He had a 3 pay-per-view arc, so I don't know what the timeline really is. It may be like a month and a week, but either way, during this time, he always had that axe with him, every promo, and I'm just like, is he just gonna fucking chop that into, like, Taker turns around, just like, axe to the chest, he's like, oh my god, he just fucking, oh shit, he went Jack Nicholson, he went Jason Voorhees, he's fuck! Taker's dead, and Executioner gets arrested, and that would have been like, that would have been a better end to the Executioner story arc, I think, actually. At least for Executioner. Unfortunately, we don't get that. So yeah, he had this ridiculous axe that he never used. Going old school shitty WCW, during their very cartoony Jim Herd time, Billy Jack Haynes, I forget what his wrestling name was over here, doesn't matter. But he's fighting a guy who was like, he was basically actually, I forget what you call like the Hangman or something like that. Same type of gimmick.
Yeah.
Also had an axe, and he brings it to the ring and starts using the handle part. And the commentator was even just like, well, what if he uses the axe part of it? And I'm just like, why even bring that up? Because he was like, he won't, obviously. But I'm just like, what if? Like, why not? If it's a blood feud, you hate the guy, your job is to take him down, even if it's a sport or not. It's like, we're in a sport where clearly you can go a little further than you could like in boxing or MMA.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not? I'm just saying, I mean.
Well, it's like when Triple H would bring out the sledgehammer. Like, very rarely, if ever, would he actually do the full-on, that's what you want to see. It's the hand over the... Into the gut or
something. Into the gut, yeah. I was like, I don't think he hits him in the head anymore. He's always just like, nope, in the gut.
You can't hit him in the head anymore.
No, don't even touch that head. Don't even look at that fucking head. Get away from that head. So, anyways, this match is very slow paced and plotting. It honestly felt, I'm not just trying to get a laugh at everybody here. It felt like when Taker was fighting Giant Gonzalez and how it was just so awkward.
Yeah.
How they're just kind of like, it's like Taker's just like, will you fucking move with me here? And just, I felt like Taker's getting frustrated. And granted, his characters will be mad because Mankind's constantly interfering and he's fighting back. It didn't seem like he was, kayfabe and angry. I think he was just honestly like, I'm gonna get this match over with.
Yeah.
And it felt so awkward. Now, with that said, because I'm not gonna lie, I love this match. It needed a lot of overbooking, and thank God we had, because if it would have just been this straight up, fuck, I would have been like horrible. Mankind comes back out there and starts attacking. And dude, Mankind is, and it's just like, it's good to see this Mankind back. I feel like this Mankind was missing last month at the Survivor Series. We didn't get the crazy, insane, I'm gonna fuck you up Mankind. And so they start brawling. The funny thing is, we get the brawl when they go out to the In Your House set. Executioner's like walking ahead of him. Like he's not following the action.
Yeah,
it's almost like he's just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I just want to hurry and get to the next spot. And even like Taker at one point like tries to grab at him, and he's just already out of his reach walking. And it's so awkward. But dude, Taker takes Mankind and throws him through the window of the set.
Yes, that was pretty cool.
Huge pop from the crowd.
Tearing the house down.
Tearing the house down. I feel like at one point they were actually intending to do that because he throws Executioner to the side, and it looks like he's wanting to take it down, but it only kind of went sideways, and they quickly...
I looked at it the other way around and said that they did that spot, and they're like, oh shit.
So you think maybe they're like, oh fuck, don't catch it no more. You're right, they don't do it anymore, so I can see it going either way.
Like the Boiler Room Brawl TV.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, so it was crazy.
What I thought was cool was like, in weird... Like, that wasn't the main event of the show.
Yeah.
And they're already tearing the set to shit.
Exactly, you know what I mean? They're already tearing it down right now. So, at this point, he goes back, starts fighting Mankind, and then he goes to fight Executioner. At this point, Executioner leaves the building. See him walking through the lobby, and he's just like, later. Fuck
see all the fans are like...
Yeah, and fans were like, let's go. I remember the handful of times I've been to a wrestling event, this was during the Attitude Era, and this was during the hardcore matches. And you watch them on TV and they spill out to the street and they go sometimes out to, riverbanks and shit sometimes. You go anywhere. And I remember going, if this goes, I'm going to run and try to check it. Because I'm a stupid kid. I just want to see the actual clothes. And unfortunately, every time I've ever been to one, either it wouldn't have hardcore matches or the hardcore match they had when I went to Sunday Night Heat, Al Snow had a hardcore match with these four little people wrestlers.
Okay.
They were called midgets back then. I want to say midgets. I didn't say midgets because it's not PC, but they were called midget wrestlers then. They weren't the juniors or the little people. I'm sorry.
But you said it.
Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me, please. Cornette still has a podcast. I should still have my video thing here. Anyways, but when he's fighting the little people,
what did Corny do?
What did Corny do? He didn't do nothing except jerk off in the corner while I fucked his wife. Don't worry, me and Kenny Bowles was there together. We tagged in his wife while. Anyways,
back to little people.
Russo pat thumb in her ass as well. Anyways, anyways, I don't know one thing. Shot Corny. I love Corny. I went dark. Like I was like, I'm gonna get this all my shit down. I like Corny. I don't know. He's bitching more. Back to the match. So, anyways, when the little people were fighting, though, it never went beyond. I mean, it was a comedy match, obviously, and it was just Al Snow being a dick to these little people. But I kept thinking, like, come on, spill backstage so I can take a quick break and run out there and try to find you guys. Like, I'd be able to find them. I don't even know where they do. They probably have like some roped off area back there. But I'm like, just that shit, like, where they at? They're like, Daniel, the next match has already started. Like, we're done. I'm like, fuck. And I left my place back. Anyways, but no, fans in the lobby, and they're all heading out there. So Undertaker leaves to go find the Executioner at this point. Because at one point, he was like, I'm going to fight that.
You can't just let him get away.
So he's going after. That's his match, his opponent. And so as that's happening, security comes down with Gorilla Monsoon. And they have to wrestle Mankind down, who's squealing like a pig the entire time. And they throw him in a straitjacket. And at one point, it's almost like we forget we have a match. It's all just about Mankind running around in his straitjacket. So we finally figure out what's going on outside. And I will say, McMahon's usually pretty good. Or WWF in general is usually pretty good about this. This is a WCW issue. They rarely miss action. They're usually pretty good about getting it. But we come back to, already in progress, Execution rolling down this embankment into the fountain. And then we just cut back to Taker walking away. It's just like, was that it? And we get no more fighting outside. And I'm just like, fuck.
So I guess they're in Florida. Never mind, they're in Florida. I was going to say, it is December.
Yeah, down there in West Springs. So, it's all good.
It was probably nicer weather there.
And so Taker comes back. And I kind of felt like that's kind of a nothing segment. Because I feel like we didn't even get a full thing of that.
Yeah.
It was literally you come back and started rolling down the thing, and he's just like, once again, I feel like Taker was just like, I want to get out of this fucking match now. He seemed like he had that attitude. Goes back to the ring. At this point, Mankind's coming out with the straitjacket, and he goes after him in the straitjacket. One of the coolest visuals. It's like, that's how insanely crazy and fucked up Mankind is. Like, I don't care if I'm in a straitjacket. I'm coming for you. The dude, Undertaker fucks his world up.
Yeah.
Takes him down, hits him, beats the shit out of him. So at this point, they're finally taking him away, and Executioner has made his way back out to the ring. They start fighting. They get back in the ring. And this is another one we talked about, a couple weeks ago. We had that glorified squash match with Goldust. And that's what this was. Executioner gets almost zero offense. Except before the Mankind interference, he does get a couple of hits. That's it. We get back in the ring. Taker hits him with Tombstone with water dripping out of his boots.
Dripping. Those must hold water really well.
Tombstone, and then it's like the crowd's just like, yes, match over, and they're like, oh no, we got to count. And then even the announcer's like, well, wait a minute, match ain't over yet, guys. We got to do the count. And then they do the count, and it ends it. Now here's what's interesting about the Armageddon rules match. With any stipulation match, how you make that gimmick work is you have to work with that gimmick. Meaning, if you're in a cage match, it's going to be boring as shit if we're just having a regular match in the ring.
Yeah.
And then I beat you and then climb out the cage. That's a dumbass cage match. A good cage match is we're brawling on the cage, or we're trying out the door together, and we're fighting each other.
Yeah.
You bring the cage into it. Same thing with like even basic like a casket match. I don't want to see you just beat a guy in a normal casket. It's like, no, you want to see a guy get in a casket and then fight back out.
Yeah.
That's why the Buried Alive match worked so well 2 weeks ago. Because they used the environment. They went down there. They had a lot of what you call near fall as far as the Buried Alive match goes. People's in the grave. He even tried to throw some dirt. No, I'm back. Fuck you. Fight down there. Go back out there. So you got to use the gimmick. We only have one pinfall this entire match.
Yeah.
And it is the match. And it was just like, we didn't get any near falls. We didn't get like shit. And to me, I don't know, because they never specified. They just kept saying there's no count out, no DQ. Must be a winner, 10-fall, thing. So I don't know if there was a pinfall anywhere thing. It seems like there wasn't because they made an idea to bring it back to the thing. Like he didn't just tube something in the fountain and be like, fuck you. Yeah. Then return. So we didn't get anything. So there was never a moment where like Executioner getting his ass whooped. 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's back up.
Yeah.
Shit. We didn't get Taker down. No, it was just like a tombstone that kills him.
Just kind of stood there.
And he just waits.
Ref counted and then
10. It's over. It's just like, once again, I feel like these aren't bad ideas. The Final Curtain match, the Armageddon Rules match, horrible executions. I just feel like these are matches I was excited for as a kid. And even as a kid, just like, well, that just seemed like a regular match, or this seemed like nothing. And I just feel like I do love the thing. I'm gonna give a very. This is gonna be one of those weird kind of like I'm knocking it, but I love it because from a kayfabe perspective, I love that Mankind got involved. I don't know why. No DQ match that just have like 30 motherfuckers running in there. I'm like, from a real life perspective, I'm not a fighter.
Yeah, all the run-ins happen when they get disqualified.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'm sorry, if I'm fighting a guy like Brock Lesnar, it's me, Daniel Richardson, who's 35 years old, out of shape, in the worst health possible against Brock Lesnar. I'm not gonna like get my ass whooped and not jump in there or have someone jump in there for me. It's like, no, guys, get in there. I don't care if I lose by DQ. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me out there, beat this motherfucker down. Or if it's like, guys, no DQ. I'm calling up everybody in the world. I'm getting wrestlers from other organizations. Like, there's nobody calling. They ain't do nothing to them. Have the entire swarm, like an army of like 100 people show up, beat down Brock Lesnar for me, and then I climb on that pile at the end and like, 1, 2, 3, yes! New world champion, and I'm getting out of there. That's why the Yokozuna casket match was one of my favorites, because it was just like, yeah, why don't more people do that? That makes another good example. Let's say you're in the ring with Brock Lesnar, and it's a no DQ thing. Bro, I'm going to be there for you. I will get my ass like Mankind. I'll be putting a straitjacket and take away, but guess what? I will be there. I always hate matches that do this crap where it's just like, why? Why are we waiting? Just get out there and interfere immediately from the get-go. Yeah. You're allowed to. So anyways, yeah, he tombstones him and that's the end of the Executioner. This is the Executioner's one and only pay-per-view match, and that goes for Terry Gordy as well. We never see either man again in the company.
Yeah, I think he came back right around Royal Rumble time and did something, I think. Because I was reading who the fucking Executioner was.
Okay, yeah.
And I think he did something else. Maybe it was in the Rumble or something.
No, he went in the Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, like, years later, he returned again for something.
Okay.
As the Executioner.
Gotcha. But yeah, but no pay-per-views though. But yeah. That's it. This guy, this is his one shot, and it was.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be years later because he passed away in 2001.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it could have been a couple years later.
Well, yeah, but I mean, well, usually when I say years later like that, I mean,
decades.
You know.
So, really, this, for all intent and purposes, like his feud with Paul Bearer continues, but Mankind's pretty much done, and that kind of surprised me because honestly. This seemed like it was Barry hit another gear, like him getting put away in a straitjacket, Taker trying to kill this motherfucker, throws him through a fucking set wall, you know?
Yeah.
And yet, we're out of the Mankind. Now, don't get me wrong, their paths will cross numerous times. I mean, you think we're not done at all. But, as far as the actual feud goes, like now he moves on from this. So, it is kind of odd to see this. But once again, I guess it kind of makes sense in a certain instance because we're getting close to, well, no, because Mankind doesn't turn face until summer, so no. It just, Mankind and him cool down, but him and Paul Bearer start heating back up. So, I mean, you know, we'll get to that next week. But, actually, we won't get that next week, because next week, it's Labor Day. So, but we come back, we'll get to that. There it is. So, anyways, you went last first, I think. Let me go ahead and go mine. I'm going to shock you a little bit, I think. This was a bad match. I will not disagree with that. This match was clunky. It was, you know, when it started off, it was so boring, and it was just like, oh, and it just felt like nobody was having a good time. Even Mankind seemed like he was just kind of like, fuck, we should be doing something better than this. Terry Gordy didn't look like he wanted to be there. Taker looked like he was getting pissed, and it just seemed like even the commentators were just kind of lost. But it was so overbooked, and I loved the brawling, and it was fun. It took you back to just those ridiculous throwaway hardcore matches on Monday Night Raw, where it was like Hardcore Holly and Road Dogg fighting for the title. Fun. It was fun. I'm giving this a low 3 stars. It's a 3-star match. I know, you know, but I like it. I feel like I don't want to give it a 2-star match because I want to say this is better than Goldust and Taker. But at the same time, it's like, it's a bad match. I won't disagree with that, but I had fun watching it. So I'm going to say 3 stars. I'm going to give it 3 stars. Go ahead.
You're going to be surprised by this because I've been the whole time.
Yeah.
3 stars.
3 stars. 3 stars.
Every second of interaction between Undertaker and Executioner gets negative 4,000
Yeah.
I'm serious.
No, it's bad. It really is. I mean,
luckily, there's not very much compared to everything else.
It really isn't. Like, the match takes a backseat to him and Mankind brawling or all the other just wacky bullshit that goes on in this match.
Like you were saying about the feud kind of ending there.
Yeah.
It would have been better to end that feud if Mankind and Undertaker had that match.
Yes, absolutely. This would have been the end.
They could have done all that same shit. Nobody's rolling down a hill into a fountain.
No.
You know, and maybe Executioner could have done the Mankind thing and had a very limited role and come in and attacked Undertaker again or something. But that's all. I need to repeat that. Every single interaction between those two gets a negative 4,000 stars.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was awesome. Dude, I loved this. And I was trying to swerve you because I didn't
Yeah.
You know, my groans were real, but like...
Yeah, don't get wrong. The things that are bad in this match are really bad.
This guy's sitting here going, okay, once in a while.
Yeah. No, but like, literally, the things that are bad, but the things that are good are great. Like, it really is. Like, it's a weird balancing act here, but, like, I mean, honestly, not that we ever would, but let's just say in some weird parallel universe we have to go back and review any of these matches or revisit them. I wouldn't mind reusing this match. Like, this match would be one of those matches I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of bad, but it's like, it's a fun bad. I mean, it's fun to watch. And it goes by, it's not long. It's pretty brief match. It's like 10 to 15 minutes, if that. I mean, it may be quicker than that. It's mostly the bullshit that you see surrounding the match that's, you know, it's all about. But yeah.
I can't agree with you more about the ending. I watched that because this is another match, because like I said, I'm just starting to get back into it, so I'm not seeing everything, and I'm probably not watching it in your houses.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I'll say that for the sake of this, that was probably the first time I've seen it. So they get to, the tombstone happens, the pin, and the count, and I'm like, he's gonna get up. He's gonna get up. He's gonna get up. He's gonna get up. 9. Last second. 10. Really?
Over? Yeah. No, it had a very anticlimactic. Like, I mean, luckily everything else kind of pulled it up to that point.
I would have been okay if he'd have got up once.
Yeah.
Boom. Second tombstone.
Yeah.
This time it's over.
That's it.
Because you can't say that, like, Because, I mean, he did get the 3 count. And plus, that's a 10 fucking count.
Exactly.
It's not one of those things that's like, whoa, nobody gets up from the tombstone.
Exactly, yeah. No,
you get up in 9 seconds.
It still protected it enough, So, no, absolutely. I would have totally agree with that, yeah. So...
yeah, I mean, but...
So 3 stars across the board, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Like I said, it's a train wreck of a match. And don't get me wrong, it's not a classic by any stretch of imagination.
I will recommend the shit out of it.
Yes, it's definitely fun to watch.
Yes.
And, yeah. And honestly, another pay-per-view that... I won't say it's a highlight, because honestly, Brett Sid's pretty good too. But, and that has a lot. You can tell Russo fingerprints is all over both of these. Because that match has not just interference from Austin, it also has Owen Hart and British Bulldog run out there. And then Michaels, who's doing commentary, gets involved. So it's like, that match had like 6 people interacting with each other. And like, nobody's friends. Like, everybody's against each other. So it's just like, and Russo's like, yes! And Cornette's next to him going, yes! They're fucking my wife over there. Yes! And then Cornette's like, all right, bro, they're swerve over here. It's a good time. It's a double Jack session. And I'm over there watching some kind of weird German fetish porn. But that's just me, and that's beside the point. And I did not say midget earlier. All right, we offended everybody today.
You sound so it's fine. Yeah. You got that covered.
So anyways, the 3 across the board, really good stuff. Anything else to add to this?
No.
I even got it. All right, so like I said, next week it's going to be Labor Day. So guys, have yourself a safe one. Yeah. Every time we keep thinking it's going to get better out there, just kind of stays the same. So we won't even give you the generic, just be safe. Try not to spread your germs, you sick fucks. And yeah, that's all we got. So
and stay tuned, because we're getting ready to get into in my opinion, if not the best, top 3 best years in the history of WWF.
Yeah, no, easily. So, absolutely. And honestly, a really good year for Taker. We're at the end of 96. Let's look back at 96 real quick.
Okay.
Pretty goddamn good year.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm not gonna lie, Taker.
A lot more good than bad this time.
Absolutely. I feel like anything that was bad wasn't horrible. I feel like the bad was just... I think the bad was okay as opposed to bad, actually. I feel like... And really, the only downside is really just the Gold Dust trilogy. Because, I mean...
Yeah.
Bret Hart, very beginning, solid fucking match. Him and Diesel at WrestleMania, fucking awesome. Him and Mankind, every time they got in the ring, even the Survivor Series wasn't bad. So it's like, the whole Mankind series was good, and then Gold Dust Trilogy, that was the only thing that kind of brought the curve down. And like I said, the fact that we kind of surprised ourselves and went all in on the Executioner match. I can't even have a straight face. But still, so no, 96 was a very enjoyable year. And you gotta remember, we came off our lowest rated year of 95 and 91 were the 2 years that were really crappy as far as match went, or at least as far as our ratings went.
Yeah.
Whereas 91 don't seem that bad in comparison. Like when I say 91 out loud, it's like, I would much rather revisit 91 again, but 95, god damn. Ugh. I feel like 93 should have been worse too. I don't know how 93 outranked those. Maybe I need to look at those numbers again, because maybe it was 93 and 95. But either way, we're past the new generation. We're heading straight into the Attitude Era right now. And like I said, regardless of what your opinion is when the Attitude Era starts, to me, we're firmly getting into there. We still have some cartoony bullshit inside. We still got like the new Black Jackson shit running around and whatever. But guess what? We're getting into gang rules. The Nation of Domination's already kind of doing their thing. Bret Hart's being a dick, and Austin's running high. So it's like
the programming is obviously changing. Quickly.
Absolutely. And so yeah, we're getting there. Like I said, this is not just going to be a great year for wrestling, but as far as kayfabe goes for Taker, this is actually a fucking awesome year for him. Like we're getting to a good Taker run coming up. And not just that, but in 97, we're going to get some debuts that's going to be fucking... And not just debuts of a match, but we're going to have a shadow, a demon from his past come back as well. So,
you got to stay tuned
for that. So, guys, have yourself a great Labor Day. We'll see you in a couple weeks. We're going to be talking about Royal Rumble, so...
Oh, yeah, forgot to say that. Yeah. Royal Rumble, 1997.
Boom. All right, guys, all we've got. I'm Daniel.
Oh, I'm Simon.
We'll see you later. Oh, shit. I didn't know what you're on, sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Darkside. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, yeah, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms,
3 different posts. I mean, the behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go, right there. So be sure to give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh, yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the Public Domain Dungeon yet, boom, $5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh, yeah. So that's all we... Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? God, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.